Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It's us, the guys who love to drink. No, sorry.
He can do that.
Okay.
I'm the wrong kind of Irish to do that. I think I'm Northern. Anyways, hey, everybody. We have probably an all-timer episode today. This is The Beautiful Boys. I am Andy Haynes. And
I'm Mike Cannon, still reeling from the absolute story time we received from Ryan Shaner. Hilarious comic, hilarious podcaster, incredible artist. We kind of touched on it a little bit.
Yeah, but
I
haven't seen it yet.
It's really like, you can't believe how actually creative he is, because he really does look like a bad guy from Boy Meets World. Mm-hmm. But he then is like this sensitive painter who has drank many poisonous substances.
He started telling us stories, and we barely even caught the fact that we were going into the Patreon. It was a miracle that...
it's an hour-long episode on the Patreon, too, I think, right? It's a double episode for sure. So pick it up where we left off, patreon.com/beautifulboys. And Andy, where are you going to be?
I will be in Detroit, Michigan at the Independent on the 20th. The 21st, I'll be at Handsome Man Comedy in Pittsburgh. The 28th, I will be in Amsterdam for the Death to America tour. It's probably World War III. The 29th, I'll be in Rotterdam. The 31st, I'll be in Berlin. The 1st in Vienna. The 2nd in Basel. The 3rd in Zurich. The 4th in Paris. The 5th in Manchester. And the 6th in Dublin, Ireland.
Nice. I don't know if I'm doing comedy after April, but April 10th and 11th, I will be in Tampa at Side Splitters. I have I'm Houston coming up in May. I have a whole Texas run coming up in May. So MikeCannonComedy.com for all those dates. Check out my YouTube. I have a bunch of stuff up there. I have the re-record of my first album. I think it just kicked in. I re-recorded it in an effort to take back the audio rights, like my friggin' hero Taylor Swift, and it turned into a fun little thing where not only did I get the re-recording, but I also was simultaneously commenting on the jokes that I wrote a long time ago and where I was mentally when I wrote them. It was kind of an interesting new sort of thing. And
DVD commentary.
Yeah, we have a documentary up there. It's the YouTube's cooking, so check that out. Mike Cannon Comedy on YouTube.
Enjoy the episode.
I've smoked while jogging.
Yes, you have.
People give you the craziest look.
Dude, you look like you've
wild.
gone jogging in boots, a vest, with a cigarette.
There was once, so I've never been a gym dude.
Where did Andy go? Did we just start the podcast and he left?
I pushed every record button.
Yeah, keep it going. Go ahead. We've started. Andy.
I hope he's going to smoke a cigarette. I hope we pushed him into getting the cancer.
How
stick.
good would that? He immediately relapses.
Oh, I would love it. If I found out I was the cause of someone's like early onset cancer, I'd be like, yeah, that was me. I told him to stop being a pussy. And
Stop chewing Nicorette and just fucking rip the real thing.
I think it was right before the pandemic. I was trying to like be a gym dude. Like I've never been a
You
gym.
were jacked.
I work at home. I do everything I've ever done. Like I actually like a few days ago, some dude asked me, he's like, hey, because I do like amateur professional wrestling. So like,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So like it's amateur in the way that I rarely ever get paid. It's professional in the way that it's professional wrestling.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did you go to you did the schooling?
No. You know where my school was? Channel GTW 48, Philadelphia, at 9 o'clock, ECW every Saturday night.
Oh my God.
I learned from the greats, dude. So, and I was a backyard wrestler when I was like...
What are you, Kimbo Slice? What are you talking about?
When I was in... So here's the thing. I've told people before, and like, I'm 5'7". Mm-hmm. You know, I had to grow up like this. I had to deal with this my whole life. I'm a short guy. When you're a boy in the 90s watching wrestling, you have this time where you're like, yeah, that's what I want to be. Yes. I think like you're like, oh my God, I can be the Undertaker. I'm going to be these fucking... But then you have another part of you that gets hit with like a lightning bolt of body dysmorphia. When you're like, I'm never going to be that jacked. I'm never going to be that tall. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because then you see what's crazy is like everybody in the ring. It's kind of like when you watch basketball. Everybody looks the same size because they're all fucking ganic. When you watch wrestling, you're like, oh, that guy's the same size as my Uncle Scott.
My dad's that big.
Yeah. And then you see them talking to a commentator like, okay, we're going to talk to The Undertaker.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so you are like, man, I'll never be that. So then you kind of do have this like feeling, you're like, man, I'm never going to be able to professionally wrestle ever in my life. And then you discover ECW and you see the Sandman and you're like, that's my Uncle Jeff. I can definitely do that. He's fat as shit, smoking a cigarette and drunk. I can do that.
Yeah.
I could easily do that. It rekindled like oh man, I got this. And I thought like, again, when I started backyard wrestling, I thought it was like, it's like a farm club. I thought it was like in the AHL.
But you're still doing this?
So it's different now. So like with the backyard.
Senior league.
Yes.
Welcome back to the program, Andy.
Yeah.
I moved from trampolines and doors to like I started. So basically the promotion is called Awful Wrestling.
Okay.
And it started out as like a bunch of like art students and teachers, and they were like, you know, doing very like almost like performance art, which I want no parts of.
You're not into
No,
that.
no. So like my buddy,
Straight, dude.
Yeah, you're in it for the
I thank you for
sport.
saying it. I was like, I'm pretty fucking. I love pussy,
It
dude.
actually bothers me that a percentage of it is art.
What is this?
I'm full sport. That's it.
So I got a buddy of mine, Dan, got hold of me, and he was like, yo, man, like I do this thing called Awful Wrestling, and it's like really, it's like all the pomp and circumstance of 80s wrestling, but with no talent. Like no one's athletic at all. But he was like, yo, we're just looking for somebody like who will take bumps and will like has an idea of what wrestling is. Because like there were people that I met that like they know what wrestling is. They never watched it. They just know like Hulk Hogan's a guy.
Did you wrestle in high school and shit?
So I wrestled up until I was in 9th grade, and I was pretty good. But like when you get in 9th grade, school sports with the discipline and the training has to compete with like underage drinking and finger banging, and it's not gonna work for me. It's just not gonna work for me. And so I stopped, and I remember when I quit, my fucking wrestling coach was like, "You're done." You're done. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this.
You're going to turn your back on this?
I'm not kidding. He was like, you got to think of the commitment you made to the team. Like it was a very like.
What'd you wrestle at?
I wrestled at 140. I was a small
so you were.
I was a tiny guy.
But
140 for 140, that was the
for
thing.
5'7" is fucking yoked.
In my high school, that's why they were like kind of bummed. They're like, we don't have a dude to like do this. Like, everyone's either again super jacked, which again giving me body dysmorphia.
Right. Did you have hair on your balls early?
No. You know what? I had hairy legs. I had really hairy legs, and I was like, there they go. My dick's gonna be a forest.
Yeah.
It starts at your toes and comes up.
I thought it was like that. And then I also, when I was in 8th grade, I started growing sideburns. So I thought by high school,
I'm going to have a hog.
Not just hog, dude. I thought I was going to have a big lumberjack beard to go along with my hog. I wanted my hair to like grow into my I wanted to be Robin Williams. Basically, I wanted to be like that level hair.
I'm 43, and this is a week without shaving. Like, it's never going to happen.
No kidding. Yeah.
Dude.
The top is filling in, though. Looks good.
The mustache is
you look like,
no, it's looking
You look like Larry Bird when he got drafted.
Thank
Yes.
you. I appreciate
right?
it.
Holy shit.
Early
that is
bird
spot
stash.
on, dude.
Yeah.
You
Too bad I'm balding. Too bad I'm balding behind my hair transplant. Hey, I'm Andy. I'm divorced twice. How you doing, dude? Nice to meet you.
Have you guys never met?
No.
That's so funny. Oh, yeah, this is Ryan Shaner, everybody. Welcome to the Beautiful Boys program. We got right into it. Andy left to start the podcast, but then came back.
I didn't know we were starting. I was
It was just kind of a casual
trying to
thing.
politely fart.
You farted
wait.
again?
Yeah.
Polite? Don't be polite, dude.
I am a vegan, so my farts aren't fun.
Dude, my girlfriend right now is on this like whey protein fucking milkshake
Protein
thing.
farts are no joke, dude.
They are fucking out. They're biblical. They're fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
They're like every time it's
Smells like a tire fire.
dude, it feels like a tire fire with rotting bodies tending to the
Yeah.
fire.
It's like the
fucking
tire
insane.
fire where it's to burn the bodies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very,
And those people
very-
were unhealthy.
It's awful. And
Those people were taking whey protein.
she also apologized, like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." I'm like, Jesus, fuck, call a priest, dude. What the fuck happened inside of your asshole?
Do you know, I got, quick aside, I get food poisoning once a quarter, pretty much. Like, I'm like, at this point in my life, I'm a magnet for it. I don't know what it is. So the other night,
Weak constitution.
I'm weak genetically. So I woke up at 3:30 a.m., freezing. I have 700 blankets on me, a heated blanket, everything. There's no reason for me to be cold, but I wake up and I'm shivering. And you ever try to like just
Are you
like
wet?
Yeah, I'm soaking wet. And if you move a little bit, I feel the wet. So right now I'm perfect wet because I haven't moved yet, and therefore I'm warm still.
You're on top of the warm wet. The cold wet's right next
but
to you.
if you move, then it's cold wet.
Perfect wet.
So I was convinced, and I had to throw up. Like it was like shit, throw up. It was everything, and I was like, "Fuck! I know exactly what this is, but I don't want to get up. I really just I know the chatter and the feeling that I'm gonna get on the walk to the bathroom and the result that's
you get
going to
that
happen.
barn house, so it's cold.
Holy shit! So I don't move. I stay. I have to fart. There's
That's a risk, dude. If
Buddy.
you're sick.
buddy, there's a chance that I like sneeze and spray. Like
No
there's
more
a chance.
perfect wet.
It's no more perfect wet.
It's not-
different wet
It's
now.
a
It's heading
different
towards
wet.
imperfect wet. So
Can
I,
you imagine what your wife would do if you shit the bed, dude?
yeah, I really can imagine what she'd do because this is what she did during this. Is I am like I'm not getting up. I'm just not. Like I decided I might even throw up in bed. Like I just didn't want to get up.
I
And-
love you just like, I'm just doing it, dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
I was like, we've been married long enough. Like whatever happens, happens.
If this
She's
is how it ends, it ends. I
for
don't
better
give a
or for
shit.
worse,
Yeah.
man. It's in the fucking vows.
Yeah.
So I fart. I go to fart, and the smell is so bad it woke her up and made me go throw up.
Wow.
So there was no longer a choice. It was now I must. And I like came up from the like cartoonish green plume and ran to the bathroom and fucking vomited out my my general chose.
That's so
I've
good.
never done the barf and shit at the same time.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It feels like you're getting DP'd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like Eiffel Towering.
The worst is too.
bacteria.
I've thrown up. Like I don't know why it matters because you're gonna take a shower afterwards. 'Cause
Yeah.
you feel so. But I've purposely shielded my penis and balls, like throwing up through
Oh, yeah.
my legs. But I'm getting it all on my leg. I'm getting
Right.
it everywhere. But in my
Yeah.
head, I'm like, I don't want this going in my dick hole somehow. I'm like, I can't have this. Like,
There's
what
also
That's how you create a gremlin.
straight up, I don't need it.
That's also a level of like slight homophobia because you're like, I don't want to be like spitting on my dick.
I don't want anybody throwing up on my dick.
I want my mouth wet to hit my
I don't want
dick.
male throw up on my dick. I want chick, only chick puke. No male throw up on my wiener ever, not even if it's mine. Dude, that's how I felt.
So let's circle back to what you were talking about, which I already forgot when I took us on the tangent of my vomit story.
Wrestling?
Oh, yes, wrestling. So
Yeah.
so basically my buddy Dan got a hold of me and he's like, yo, do you want to do this? And I was like, do you guys actually have a ring? Because like the first thing I'm like, yo, do you actually have a ring? Because if you guys are just performance art
Yeah.
with nothing, I'm like, I don't want to, that's fucking gay.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that. And then he's like, no, we got a ring. Now keep in mind, early iterations of this ring were it was a ring,
Yeah.
but it was very crude. And I was like, this is so sick. And he's like, well, what do you want to be? I was like, look, I'll do this with two conditions. One, I'm going to be a heel. Like, I'm going to be a bad guy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I'm going to be a heel. And two, I get to make up my own persona, and it is non-negotiable once I make it up. So I toyed with the one idea. I just wanted to be called Roger, where Roger shows up to the ring and he's dressed really nice and he like comes out like, hey everybody, I just want to thank you guys for coming out. It's so amazing that you guys have been coming here to see us. We're going to put on a great show. I'm really excited to wrestle. I just want to let everyone know I'm required by law to let everyone know that anyone under the age of 18 has to leave because I was convicted of a non-violent sex crime. I'm just saying, like, anybody else, please be 500 feet away from Roger. Just Roger. with like, and he just has regular moves. He's a decent guy, but he did commit a non-violent sex crime at some point in time, and he is a registered sex offender, but a decent dude. You know, he's
I just picture you getting Royal Rumbled out of the ring, like smashing into people, and then just holding a look with a kid for too long before going back.
Yeah.
quickly shaking it. How old are you? Oh my god.
You're good.
No. Okay. No, that's fine. It's fine. Get him out of here. And then, so I didn't want to do that. So the persona I came up with, which is still the persona I have now, is I'm the veterinarian.
Yeah.
I'm an evil veterinarian who only puts animals down.
Nice.
That's the persona, and I make props of like cats and dogs that I kill in the ring.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. We did the Impractical Jokers tour. We got booked on the tour.
What, the wrestling?
Yeah, for wrestling. Yeah.
Oh my
Because we did
God.
Eric Andre's birthday party, his 40th birthday party, like at the Knockdown Center, and we did.
So
it
you
there.
guys are like legit. Like people know who you are.
In a way.
Right.
So like we sell like in film at the
in the
Film
same
Mocha.
way people know who like Beetlejuice is.
Yeah, the same way that people know who I am. You know, like people know who I. Nobody gives a fuck. So we got booked on the Impractical Jokers cruise, and like obviously we're pumped. But I made this prop where like the gimmick was that I was wrestling this dude, and it was about how like on the cruise they don't allow service animals whatsoever. But like he was on the cruise, so in the ring he was cutting a promo, and I told him like, look, I know they said they weren't allowed to have service animals on here, but like I did get your dog Cody on the cruise, and here's what's going to happen: we're going to wrestle for the life of Cody. If you win, you get your dog back, and if you lose, I'm going to put the dog down in front of everyone on this cruise. So then we wrestle, and now the thing with the vet is like, usually loses.
Yeah.
But he wins in the long run because the vet's job isn't to win the wrestling match, it's to make everyone feel bad.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. So I made this severed golden retriever head, and it looked amazing. And we barely got through customs getting onto the boat.
Yeah.
Because they were like, what the fuck?
I was going to ask about that.
Those ladies were not having it. They
Right.
opened the bag like, what the fuck's this shit? And like they were like, what is this? I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it. Like they were getting wild.
My dog wanted to be put down at sea.
Dude.
Yeah, this is my dog, Bin Laden.
Yeah, actually, he's a Somali pirate. We were just fucking giving him back. But yeah, we finally got that on. And like, so he won, and I told him the only thing I was able to get on board was the dog's head, and then we paraded it around.
Oh my God.
Yeah, then later people were just like, that was the most deranged thing I've ever seen. Like
Did they like it?
So the thing is, again,
Because the Joker's like fan base is not that hardcore, right?
yeah. So here's this is one of the reasons I wanted to be the vet.
Uh-huh.
One thing I found after being alive for 41 years, no one gives a flying fuck what happens to people. Nobody cares. 1 million people could die in front of you in 3 days. You're like, I wonder what's on Netflix. You wouldn't give a fuck. Everyone loves animals. Everyone loves their dog. And if you go after the thing that everyone holds dear, you are the biggest piece of shit. Yeah. And it doesn't matter what you are. I even told them when I started, I'm like, look, I'm not even trying to gain fans. I want to be resented.
Yeah.
Like I want to, people like, oh, fuck. Because my favorite like wrestler, at least the gimmick and persona was IRS.
Yeah.
Because everyone hates the tax man.
Yes.
He was an amazing wrestler, but his gimmick was so good because like you couldn't even gain fans.
When you put it that way, the vet really is genius, dude. I do want to, because Shaner is so interesting as a human being that like I need Andy to explore all of that as you, because he's who you think I am, kind of, or like or you think like what Rockland County is. Like he's the real, genuine article motherfucker.
I wish I was Mike Hanna.
You come from like Rust Belt.
No, we from fucking crap belt, dude.
He comes from like true working class.
Well, like all these, like there's been all these
blue-collar
shows,
Philly.
all these shows recently that are like glorifying poor Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So here's the thing: we don't glorify that at all. Like that's like we're not. The worst part is like we weren't even we were just lower middle class.
Yeah.
And when you're lower middle class suburban, nobody gives a shit. Like if you don't have the cool, like I'm a hillbilly and
Yeah.
I live with my fucking father and we make fucking moonshine. Like
you're not
that's
even culturally poor.
nothing.
You're embarrassingly
You're just
poor.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
you're the middle child of America.
You're like
nobody gives a shit what happens to you. So like when you grow up 5 miles outside of a nuclear power plant, and you
Is that 3 Mile Island?
No, it's the Limerick generating station. So that's
Limerick is a cute name for a nuclear
yeah, it's-
bomb.
it's so
nice
cute.
nice little rhyming paragraph.
Yeah.
But they, you grow up there your whole life, and you don't like I said, like there's nothing to do. out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So like when you're a kid, I will say I would never change where I grew up. Being a boy in Montgomery and Chester County, fucking sick.
Yeah.
There were so many abandoned buildings to break into.
Yeah, yeah.
There were so many things to just dick around. You go to the woods, you're king.
Yeah.
You know, you go down by the railroad tracks, that's international waters. Who gives it? Like that's like everything.
You kill a homeless
dude,
guy.
it's legal.
Yeah.
Like we had a thing, it was omerta in the woods, dude. Like if you go to the woods and you're hanging out with your boys, it's like, yo, whatever happens here, you fucking do not
Yeah.
bring that home, because if your mom or dad finds out about it, the party's over.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can't have it. So like the shit we found, especially like where I grew up on the one street behind our house, there was an abandoned factory that is just like,
That's
you know,
insane.
You couldn't ask for anything better. And like what was
Is it still like this though for parents now there? Like, are the kids as free as you were?
No. I don't think the kids are as free, because I don't think kids are free. Anyway, if I can be philosophical.
You
for a second,
can.
I don't think kids are free when they're bound by the chains of electronic nonsense.
True.
Yeah. I think the phone is fucking up kids, man.
Totally.
I'm just saying, you know, it'd be sick if I saw 2 kids. You know what I've only seen one time my entire adult life? I've saw kids playing a pickup football game.
Yeah.
I had, dude, seeing that, I was like, it's weird I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, believe me, there was a second I was like, am I Roger? I'm like, I don't even know. I was like, you walk by it and you see like just kids, there's no like, it's not like they were playing pickup like football game where they had like uniforms. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It wasn't a
No, they're
practice.
just playing.
It was just like hey, I got a ball.
You thought you were
Yes.
about to die. You thought you were just seeing like a collage of your life.
Straight
It's
up.
Valhalla. You're
Yeah.
like,
I was like, and I'm just walking towards it, like, who is this guy? I'm like, let's play Smear the Queer and figure it out, dude. Let's get fucking.
what is Smear the Queer?
You don't know Smear the
Smear the
Queer?
Queer?
We played Kill the Carrier.
Yeah,
That
you
is
guys
the
It's the
same
same.
thing.
It's the same thing.
see, he's the queer. That's
Yeah.
the
I was the
That's
queer.
the problem.
Yeah.
Anybody who is like, yo, let's play Kill the Carrier. Be like, okay, you
You're
can
the
hold
queer.
the ball.
It's not what everybody else called it.
I mean, Seattle to rural Pennsylvania is a pretty
That's
big
crazy. And in
swap.
Seattle, that's crazy.
That is crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Smear the Queer was like a big
And
thing.
it is just the ball, and you go and,
And
tackle
you
them.
just tackle the
you just
dude.
tackle whoever has the
Yeah.
ball.
Whoever has the
I
ball.
loved it.
It's the best.
This one time I watched my friends do, which ended up being like called night crawlers on Always Sunny. But like they played, I think it was a similar where they'd put a blanket over somebody and then just beat that
Oh,
person.
yeah,
with
yeah.
broomsticks.
So it wasn't, we didn't do it with broomsticks. We did do it. We had a blanket, but then we would put like a tennis ball and a sock.
Yeah.
And we
Jesus
would do
Christ.
that, which
Dude.
was fucking, looking back, I'm like, it's awesome.
I went to my friends, the brothers. They were like Irish
Yeah.
animals, and I just get over there, and they're like, "Hey, Mike, how you doing?" The mom's like, "You want lemonade?" I'm like, "Great." And they're like, "All right, boys, see you in the basement." And then it like lights went off,
Yeah.
and everybody just started
Dude.
throwing fucking fists.
I remember my friends used to play this game where they would go to this dark basketball court and they would just throw golf balls at each other
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
in the dark.
Yeah.
It was like just you know, you only got hit like 2 or 3 times during the game, but when you did get hit, it was bad.
sucks.
It was really bad.
Getting hit with a golf ball thrown at you is fucking wild. There was one time we found a motorcycle helmet.
Oh,
And
this
dude,
is I already know where it's
immediately
going.
We were like, all right, you're going to put it on, and then we're going to hit you in the back of the head with a bat. And then we're going to see if you fall down. And then after that was like played out.
Yeah.
We were like, all right, let's see if we can we're going to go up in the tree and we're going to drop a brick.
Oh,
and then we're
my
going to see how many
God.
bricks you can take getting hit in the top of the head with it. And we're like,
It's like
yeah.
cinder blocks.
Dude, it got to a point where like, so we were...
Or you're gonna lay down on the train track.
Oh, we
Like
we
a
did
damsel.
we did something like that too. We did a thing where like we would play chicken, but everyone, again looking back, like we were very young So like we would jump out of the train way before there would be any real danger.
Yeah.
But like, I remember there was one time like, I'm just going to stay on the whole time. And then I started thinking like, if I lay down flat enough, the train will like run over me. And I remember I laid down and then like the train wasn't that close to me, but I was like, I'm going to do it. And then like it gets closer. I'm like, nah, man, what the fuck am I doing? And I was like, this is not.
Holy
I didn't want to do
shit.
that.
That's how people die from that
Sure,
exact thing, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
just a dragging underneath it.
Well, the train has like a scoop in front of it.
God.
It's pretty. It's
Such an old woman saying, oh my God, Ryan. Horror.
Yeah, there was a bunch of games like where we lived. Again, there was like nothing really to do, so you made your own. You had two options.
Yeah.
You were bored or you were in trouble. And I was never bored. So like you just kind of did whatever, whenever.
Do you have brothers?
I have a younger brother and an older half brother and sister.
Okay, and were they in the house when you were kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys rolled deep because I always am curious about that stuff because I had a sister, so I had kind of like a softer entry point into things. Like she didn't jump me into her friends, but then all of the older boys in my neighborhood, they were nice to me because they wanted to bang my sister.
Oh, that's good.
So that was cool. Where I was invited into the sports. Because
I like how they're getting to you.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, my sister was a big anarchist lesbian, so I got none of that.
Wasn't a popular.
No, the other dykes were coming over to, hey, Andy, do you want to join our pickling collective?
Pickling collective.
I mean, that is what it was like.
That's so
she actually
funny.
like lived in North Philly for a little bit
Oh,
with
sick.
all those other communists. What the fuck was I gonna say? Seattle had that where we had like a lot of parks and ravines, and that's like where we would cause most of our mischief. Like there was these bridges, and you'd find like somebody's old treadmill, and you'd throw it off the bridge.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was like 200 feet. It was like a good distance. But as soon as we could drive, you can drive 45 minutes out of Seattle, like from downtown Seattle, 45 minutes, and you are in the Alps.
Yeah.
Like it is the fucking mountain. So we'd go out there, like, especially after 16, you'd have beer, you'd light a fire next to the river, you'd go bridge jumping, somebody would have a gun, you'd start shooting shit. My friend Justin, he had a Tech 9.
Holy
That's fucking awesome.
Like
That
he
is
bought it
awesome.
off of like gangsters.
Yeah,
in
so
the
that
city.
had like 15 bodies.
Probably.
On it. No, it is just DNA and fingerprints are everywhere.
But we would like
so fucking awesome.
there was this one road, it was called was it Exit 38, I think, or something, but somebody had like burnt up like a Econo van, like 10 years prior, and the husk was still there.
And you break yourself?
Yeah, we went out there and we just shot up the Econo van.
That has to feel like that's got to be one of the single most satisfying things on, because it's not even a big pull, right? Like it's not like it's just a.
It doesn't. I don't remember it even having kickback. Really, the one. Zach, my buddy who I did all that shit with, his dad took me to Alaska when I was like 18, and we shot a 454 Cassell, which is the bear gun.
That's awesome.
And that was the scariest thing I've ever. I don't like guns that much, but that thing was like literally 7-pound gun.
Yeah.
Shot it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Just like with all your strength, you're still going backwards.
I shot that 50 cal sniper rifle on my belly at a bachelor party for my wife's like rich cousin.
The accountant.
Dude, I mean, this is that guy has a $275,000 hunting rifle.
That's awesome.
Like that's like
Jesus
money
Christ.
that you can't even like.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, oh, this doesn't even make sense. It's unbelievable. So, but it felt like not just one, but it felt like numerous NFL kickers had lined up and punted my shoulder at the exact same time. Like that's how much force and kick it had.
Fuck that.
That is awesome.
It was pretty cool.
But that's the thing about guns. You'd be like, I don't like guns. I love guns. Like as soon as you get one in your hand and you fire, you're like, I get why this rules. Like there was a shooting range outside of Valley Forge we used to go to. My buddy Justin, he bought a fucking musket, like a real musket. And I remember like, I was like, why? He's like, because you don't need a license or a permit to buy them. So he bought them. Dude, we were at a fucking shooting range doing the ramrod shit, and like everyone's like, what the fuck? And like now I will say, people that were watching us were like, oh, what do you got? Oh, a musket? Fucking cool.
Yeah.
The best part about these shooting ranges.
Did it have the little trumpet end?
Yes.
Don't muskets have the
No,
trumpet?
no, no. That's a blunderbuss.
Oh, okay.
That's a blunderbuss. The musket was like, this is like a full Revolutionary
Yeah.
War fucking idiot
I
bullshit.
forgot
thing.
about the ones with the
Yeah,
wide.
the blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Which probably would have been fucking
Is that a
sick to
spray?
shoot.
That
Yeah,
sprays?
it's like a shotgun.
Yeah, yeah.
But the craziest thing about these shooting ranges were that, like, people would see you shooting and be like, "Oh, can I try? You want to try my gun?"
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, "Fucking right, dude." There was a dude there who had a fully automatic AK-47.
Yeah.
And when you're shooting this fucking gay Revolutionary War gun,
Yeah.
and someone's just like, they're like, "What you got over there, man?" They're like, "What's that?" He's like, "All right, like it's fully automatic." Like they talk to you like you're not gonna say anything, right?
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah.
Isn't this fucking cool how we're allowed to break the law out here? Nobody cares. So like,
Both of us. This is what the forefathers had in mind.
I was like, this is so. He's like, yeah, dude. It was crazy because we bought targets that were redcoats that we were shooting the musket at it, and like, dude, you were lucky if you hit the paper. These
Yeah.
things, dude, you can't aim because if you're aiming, the flintlock comes down,
Right.
and you're like blind.
Oh
Dude, it
my
sucked.
God.
There's no. It really does go to show though. The balls on those fucking Patriots, man. You were just firing blindly, hoping to God.
Just walking in a line.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
like you had to almost like you had to make sure there was 5 guys standing
Straight up.
together before you shot. Because if it's one guy, you're not
you
gonna get
can't.
him. That's why dude, I just read that thing about fuck, I don't remember what conflict it was. Oh, I think it was Iraq or Desert Storm or whatever, and how they were fighting with like World War I waves of people tactics, and it was like the casualties were so out of control because that's like how you do in musket wars.
Yeah, sure.
Where you fucking break somebody's collarbone if you shoot them, you don't kill them.
Yeah.
And they just fucking mowed down. It wasn't Desert Storm, but it was something, and it was like the casualties were just outrageous because they just threw bodies at this thing.
You can't bring bodies to a machine gun.
Was it
fight.
Nam or something? That's crazy.
I don't know. I may have made it up.
It is weird because I am every time, I'm like beyond lived out, and every time there's like a school shooting, I'm like, we gotta ban guns. But then you give me a gun, I'm gonna shoot the
Dude, it's
shit out
the
of that.
coolest fucking thing. And that was the thing too. Like when I shot a fully automatic AR-15 once, dude, you get it right away.
Right.
But then you also, if you're a rational person,
Is where I was
you're
going,
like,
yeah.
I understand why these aren't allowed.
Yeah.
I understand. It's kind of like the head kicks in Pride. Like you understand the soccer kick. You get it. You're like, man,
Yeah.
that's so sick. No one should ever be allowed to do that. And I remember shooting that gun, and you're just like, there's no recoil. You're just like, and you're like, this is so fucking. I feel like I'm Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Like this is so sick. And then you're like, man, this is a complete death machine. Like, no, I am not. I don't have the mental reserve. I should not be ever allowed to own this. And the fact that this guy was like, yo, you won't fire this? It's like, you shouldn't either. It's cool.
Right.
But it's like, I think we should let's just stick to handguns.
I had that feeling with like anything, with like not that it shouldn't be allowed, but like that every time I pulled the trigger and I felt it, I was like, that's so much velocity. Like it just, it scared me so much, where it's like, it's so intense that you could just tell that it's built for nothing but taking a life. There's no other reason for anything to go that fast.
But it is the sickest thing in the world. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be like, yo, this is crazy. But you are like, man, I wish the fucking British showed up. I wish they were here right now. I'll fucking show them. You're just doing nuts shit.
Crazy because I'm just remembering now that my summer camp, like when I started at my summer camp, we had 9mm. Like we shot
At the
9mm
summer camp?
at the range, and like then like I don't know, 10 years later it was BB guns. But I was like just realizing
Who ruined it for everybody?
somebody who
Andy just being like, tell me I won't.
tell me I won't.
I was gonna say,
No,
do you
it
have
was rifles,
a
9mm
red bandana? Like,
rifles.
did it mount the fuck? It's like, what is he doing? He's having fun.
Hey, everybody. If you're not aware, we are now taking calls from you, the listeners.
That's right. You're a direct participant in our show now because we've run out of personal content to give you.
So please give us a call at
646-598-2417.
and we will pick your voicemail and we'll play it on the pod and we'll answer it. And hopefully everybody feels better.
That's right. Yeah. So ask us for advice. We can settle a debate. You can start a debate between us.
You can just vent.
Dad questions. I would love a vent, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We
You
have
wanna
some,
just
we have
tell
some
us-
real personal ones, too. and
I would love it.
I love that.
If you told me some wins maybe you had over your wife, that'd be a
If you're
Boy.
a guy and you won an argument or a situation over your wife, call in. It's the win line. 646-598-2417.
yeah.
But yeah, we also tried to do a game of Russian roulette too.
What?
When we were kids, we tried to figure out a way to do Russian roulette without like a real gun. Well, we had to like develop this thing where like the gas grill lighters, the sparks.
Yes.
So we built like a bunch of potato guns once, and we were like, wouldn't it be cool if we found a way to like interrupt the fucking spark every like you pat and like you try to do it,
Yeah.
but like it doesn't always go off. Like we were trying to figure out how to.
You had the potato gun next to your head?
No, just the igniter.
This
When
is
you-
like Oppenheimer for retards.
Dude,
It's like,
But yeah,
what if we interrupt the spark
and the thing was,
of
I
the
was
potato
meeting.
gun
I
we
was
made?
meeting with my cousins, and they were like Einstein. I'm like, tell me something about it. And they're just stoically looking at a pond. I'm like, oh, tell me how this works. And they're like, what did he say to you? He called me gay.
Wait, do you have kids?
No, but he does. The reason why I really wanted Ryan on the pod is because we did a pod. We've done a couple pods together, but he goes off on these runs of stories about his dad and his childhood
Oh,
that
yeah,
I
yeah.
find so unique, and also just like similarly to what you said, and in a joking way of like the technology and stuff and how that blocks from these experiences is like this is almost like kind of a relic. Like what your
Yeah.
childhood is something that I don't know if it's going to exist from now on.
It doesn't.
No, it's already gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
it ended
the saddest part.
It ended with us getting big TVs. Like our generation.
Yeah.
It ended with our generation getting big
Dude,
TVs.
can you put that on a T-shirt? It ended with us getting big TVs.
Do you remember when the big TVs were like the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Nicole had one. That's not that long ago.
No.
Nicole had one of those in her first apartment on the Upper East Side at Normandy Court, where I think it's like a law that every like young person that moves to Manhattan has to live in that building.
Also,
That's so many people that live there.
it's so weird now that like remember when the first flat screens came out and they were like $10,000?
Yeah.
And now
see them
we
in the
can go
trash.
walk and within like
Yeah.
2 blocks we'll find a flat screen in the garbage.
I'm also so dumb. I was like, plasma. That thing's made out of blood.
How did they get pictures in
Like they're doing blood technology. These days?
It's funny
That's
because
wild.
I'm laughing at you, but when I hear, for the longest time, I was like, plasma. I was like, oh, I don't know what that is, but I know Earthworm Jim. You had a gun
Yeah.
that was a plasma gun.
It's the same stuff,
It's
yeah.
got to be the same. I
Yeah.
thought that was fake. like,
Yes.
I didn't know they were using Earthworm Jim.
The only time, the only thing I knew plasma from was Spider-Man the cartoon and the vampire character,
yeah.
where he always
Morbius.
Morbius.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
constantly
yeah.
looked for plasma. That was like one of the worst runs of that whole show.
Yeah, it was pretty
I don't care for vampire.
You know what? It got really
vampires.
shitty when they started putting it on big TVs.
Yeah, that's when we
That's
really
what happened.
lost
The big
out on
TVs
everything.
really fucked
when I was
everything up.
when I was a kid, my mom was mainly interested in Chardonnay, and I had a TV that was like this big,
Hell yeah.
and I put it at the foot of my bed. I had a futon, and we had like this shelf, and it was at the bottom thing of the shelf, and I would watch Married with Children like 2 inches from the TV.
Yeah,
Every night.
you're like the cable guy.
Yeah, it was insane.
I was like, all right,
that's a
mom's going
But it
out
was
to
like
find a
the
husband.
hard channel change, you know, like
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah,
click,
the-
click,
the
click, click.
knobs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have the knobs or did you have a fucking pair of pliers?
I think we got like, I think it always stayed on. I think I somehow managed.
Pliers. We actually, my dad welded like the pliers onto.
You made it look nice.
He was just like, "Yeah, I'm not losing these fucking pliers."
And then he fucking probably tried to sell it for like way too much at a garage sale.
Well, actually,
He's
that
like, you
TV.
get pliers and the TV.
Let's call it twofer, man.
That's a twofer.
That's a double whammy of fucking savings.
I was like, and I'm sure this is some comics bit from the 80s, but I, for all intents and purposes, were my grandpa and my dad's remote. Like they were both so fat that they were like, go, change the channel. Man. And we had 11 of them, so it didn't matter. I realized the other day that I didn't have cable till I was in like 8th or 9th grade. Like not even video games. Like I'm talking cable. I didn't have that shit. And I recently said that to somebody and they were like, it didn't register as a potential reality. Did you guys have it your whole life?
My Uncle Ken, my mom's brother, he worked for one of the biggest, I would say, just luxuries we had growing up. We always had cable. Nice. And the reason we had cable is because Ken worked for what is now Comcast, but it was suburban cable before it became a huge conglomerate or whatever. So like we had like HBO when I was a kid.
You had the box.
Dude, the shit, and I look back, I'm like, I loved that I was exposed to such horrendous things at such an early age. And when I would tell people, like, you see this movie, this, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I only have like 5 channels. Guys, look, my mom is making microwave dinners every night. Like, you guys can't afford cable. Come on, like you guys can make it work. It is wild.
I saw 9.5 weeks in 6th grade.
I don't know what that is.
The Kim Basinger fucking Mickey Rourke movie. And I was like, oh, dude, it is. They fuck in like a subway stairwell. Yeah, it's pretty sick. And it's raining and like dripping Hep C water on you, and you've never wanted to bang in such filth in your entire life.
Wow.
They're so both at their peak hottest.
Yeah,
but I was like
look
6th
like
grade,
fucking...
just like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is a relationship?
This is called a videotape, Mike.
Yeah, I was like, is this why my parents...
Is this how I was made?
I think for some reason I was just allowed to rent whatever video I wanted. Like I think my mom like okayed it with the video store because I remember like I watched Bloodsport when I was like 8.
Yes.
And like
that almost like
I watched Pulp Fiction when I was 10.
See, that's caviar. Like that to me that's more adult because that's like art and it's a good movie and it's also very like it has adult themes. But like Bloodsport, like I watched American Ninja or whatever, American Kickboxer. Remember those movies?
Yes.
With the guy from fucking Step by Step,
Sasha.
Cody.
Sasha? Yeah. He beat his wife, sir.
I can't believe I'm remembering
prison.
that. That's so crazy. But like I was exposed to all of those movies.
Yeah, those are sick.
I remember being 6 years old and I was at my friend Jimmy Phillips' house. It was down the street from mine. And this is when all you had was a landline. We'd be in and out all day. My mom probably was trying to call me home for 3.5 hours. Finally got a hold of me when we came back in to watch Chucky. Like I'm fucking 5 or 6 years old. Jimmy is 8. His mom is working. And my mom's like, what are you guys watching? I'm like, Aladdin. And at that moment, you hear, don't fuck with Chuck. And she's like,
this is a special edition Aladdin.
Yeah. It's a very special.
It's right after A Whole New World.
That's like, did you guys have landlines where there was multiple phones around the house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had 2 phones.
Would be like, it'd be like late at night and you'd be talking to some girl and then you'd hear your mom click on. Yeah. Did you ever have that?
Oh, yeah.
My mom would eavesdrop on, like, and I wasn't getting cool phone calls. I was getting, like, my grandpa would call me, like, hey, just want to let you know, happy birthday. And then you'd hear. And you're like, Mom, what are you doing? She's click. And like, I'm like, why were you listening in on that? And there would be times where like I would get like in my like middle school, high school, if the phone rang and my mom was like, it's for you. I'd be like, all right, got it. And like, hold on. And you wait in silence until you hear like God damn it, they know my game.
Big.
It is wild. She would eavesdrop on everything.
Yeah, my mom picked up the phone when I was phone sexing, like with another girl in my high school. And it was, I don't even know, neither of us knew what we were doing. Like, we were just talking shit.
You're like, I'm
you're like, don't fuck with the
Chuck. Yeah, I was like, I'm
going to come.
Whoops, I did.
30-second phone call.
And my mom, I mean, you know, it like, I think she picked up and I was like, and I'm just yanking it. And she's like, Michael! And just click, found out who it was. I immediately am in trouble for like, my whole fucking life was just that. I'm just getting grounded for 2 weeks for inappropriate sexual
I
things.
mean, I was grounded a lot. My mom was like a huge stickler for being on time. That's why I'm early everywhere.
Yeah.
My mom worked third shift at a geriatric home. So we ate dinner every day at 5:30.
Yeah.
We had to be in the house at 4:15. So she knew where we were.
Right.
There was no like.
But once she goes to work, is it free?
So that was the thing. My mom would go to work at 11 11 at night, and my stepdad was home all through the night. So like during the day, my mom was always home, and during the day my stepdad was working, and when she went to work, my stepdad was home.
The shift changes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shift. But because my mom worked third shift, and this was like from early childhood to when I was in elementary school and middle school.
What is third shift? That's overnight?
That's overnight.
Yeah, yeah.
So my mom would lay down on the couch like to nap through the day. And that's why cable was so imperative.
Yeah.
You plop your kids down in front of this box and you watch Nick Jr. and then you wait for your mom to fall asleep and you're like, I wonder what's on Prism right now. I wonder if they're playing Deer Hunter on Prism right now. And you're just like, I'll watch crazy shit. And like, when you were going back to the video store thing, it was nuts where we had West Coast Video in our hometown.
We did too, yeah.
And the guys who worked there were like, I mean, when I was in elementary school, they were like 15, 16 years old. And like, it was kind of the Wild West in there. I think they appreciated you trying to be slick. Like if you went up and be like, I want this, it'd be like, no.
Yeah.
But if you went to, the kids section and then you're like, well, let's get some horror movies. Cause like, I'm in 5th grade now, But like when I was in 4th grade, there was me, my younger brother who was in 2nd grade. The oldest of us was a kid named Chris. He was like, I think he was going in the 6th grade. The youngest one was this kid named BJ. He had to be like in 1st grade. We went there and we rented some horror movies and then Faces of Death. Oh. And we we sandwiched it in between like Friday the 13th and like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6 or whatever. And we go up to the counter and the guy's like, all right. It's like looks at us. And he's like, you guys sure you want this one? And we're like, yeah. He's like, due back on Tuesday at 10.
Wow.
Then we didn't even give a shit about the other movies. We're like, because we got word from this kid named Jake. He's like, yo, it's the craziest movie you'll ever see in your life. And
That's like trying to buy condoms for the first time.
Straight
You're
up.
like, oh, I'll take this candy bar or Gatorade.
I know what I'm doing.
Condoms. Rib.
But yes, I will say seeing... I think what was more desensitizing was watching somebody get so desensitized.
Okay.
Like me watching Bud Dwyer blow his brains out was one thing. But me looking over at a kid in 1st grade watch it happen is a totally different thing. When you watch, it was like almost like that.
Is Bud Dwyer in Faces of Death?
Yeah, he's
watched a boy's innocence snapped.
Dude,
for
it was like
snatched
watching.
from him.
Remember that footage of the girl in Vietnam running on fire? It was like watching that in real time. You're like, oh my god! It's like
also second Bud Dwyer reference, back-to-back episodes.
Oh really?
Yeah,
man. Yeah, wow. You know who Bud Dwyer is?
Yeah.
I said Clinton should have done that. He should have said, yes, I murdered people in Arkansas. I had sex with children on this island.
Just giving out manila envelopes to everybody like, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
And then but yeah, watching that. And weirdly enough, there are 3 things in Faces of Death that stick out. Because I remember like I'm looking around at like my buddies. And like they're like, kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Bud Dwyer was one thing where we were like, whoa. Because I remember thinking like, I didn't know that much blood comes out of a head. That is the faucet. That
We
is
all found
on
this
that
out
guy.
this year.
It was crazy.
We found out how much blood comes out of a neck, at least.
That's exactly. I was just like, this would be nuts.
Yeah, the neck, the highway.
Oh yeah, the
of
high
head
neck
to body.
Yeah.
It's wild. But then,
What the fuck was it? We did have that one. I don't know if you guys remember this. Like, it's not the same because it wasn't as violent. But do you guys remember when the Yugoslavian like war criminal like made the big grand elegant speech in court and then drank arsenic?
yeah,
No.
This was like 2-3 years ago.
yeah.
maybe
This
longer.
was about like 4
Really?
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, he was like gonna get like he was in like the Hague or something, and he
No
was
kidding.
like,
Oh, I gotta
do
see
not
that."
regret anything I did," and then just drink cyanide.
I mean, that is the move. That's the I was always jealous of Jodie Foster in Contact that she had a little gummy of cyanide.
Yeah.
just a little
Was it in the shape
gummy.
of like a Flintstone
Yeah, they're like,
vitamin
your
or
shit
something?
gets crazy. Just chew
take
this
this.
fucking cyanide. And I was
Damn.
like, man, I wish I had just a pill of cyanide on me
So-
at all times.
Just to have it involved, like in case things get rough.
It's like how Jay Moore used to have Xanax in his pocket for SNL just in case he had a panic attack. It's like, just in case I want to die.
But the Bud Dwyer was one. Then the dude getting
Just do it at the Mazda.
electric.
Yeah, I'm like, what'd you say about my fucking car?
What do you mean it's not under warranty? You're gonna have a lot more to clean up.
Yeah. Just start foaming out of my mouth.
So sick, dude. Oh man,
Yeah, I never saw the actual Faces of Death
it's
video.
pretty sick, dude.
Is that the one? So I think I saw some of it when it got put on YouTube. Because I'm an early YouTuber where like when they used to have the fucking Columbine security footage, they'd have a lot of like.
YouTube has changed back.
I know.
You can find full on butthole if you search right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just got to go to waxing tutorials. Not that I know,
All right.
but I'm
Nice.
saying if you want to learn how to
You
Brazilian
can game
wax-
the algorithm.
Yeah.
I had no
God,
idea.
Yeah. Dude.
I mean, but was that the one where they would like they cut off monkeys' heads?
So the monkey was not that. It wasn't that they cut his head off.
Okay.
What they did is they put his head in between a table, like almost like it caught his head.
Yes.
And then they hit him with a mallet to eat the brains of the monkey.
That's correct. I remember seeing that and I was really grossed out.
That was gross. The slaughterhouse, how steers and are processed, that stuck with me. I was like, that.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me in a way like, one, how just stoic all the workers were. No one was like, oh man, I can't believe we're fucking doing this. Everyone's just like, let's just fucking go. But the
Yep.
fact that with the quickness,
Yeah.
this fucking animal was cut into a bazillion pieces. I was like, holy fuck. Like
Yeah.
that was so fast.
It's so emotionally disconnected.
Without a doubt.
It's crazy.
Isn't that the scene in Apocalypse Now where they chop the bull's head off? I think it's real.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah, that,
I think that's real.
They got in deep shit for that, and then the other I remember
He also giving acid to 15-year-old Lawrence Fishburne.
that'll get you.
Wait, that's real. They gave him real
No,
acid?
they didn't give it to him. So all of them like went to shoot this movie in the Philippines,
Yeah.
and then there was like 9 different conflicts and all this production shit. So they ended up spending like 2 years in the jungle.
Holy shit.
And like there's a movie about it called Heart
Right.
of Darkness.
Yeah.
And but Lawrence Fishburne, he's just like a young actor. He got acid somehow, and he's just like on acid, just in the jungle by
Sick.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool. Although I had the opportunity to take acid in the Gili Islands in Indonesia, and I fucking turned it down because I was like, if I lose myself here and like get into like a fucked up loop thought or something, I'm like, I can't go to prison in Indonesia. I can't just like pull out my cock at a fucking fish stand and then
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
not gonna.
No.
That's also those prisons where they're like, you have life. It's a
Yeah,
life
yeah,
sentence
yeah.
because we found a
It's
pot
Midnight
seed.
Express for you.
Yeah.
It's no good.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, I think we have to play a voicemail. I think it's voicemail.
We do a voicemail.
Oh, cool.
You've been such a goddamn joy. We end on the voicemail, and then if you want to stick around for some Patreon.
Great, because I didn't talk about my dad at all.
No. But that's so funny.
The whole voice, you're like, dude, you got to get on it. I'm like, I will talk
But
about
it's also childhood stuff.
Sure,
And
yeah.
there's going to be
Endless.
many rounds of Ryan Shaner coming back.
to fill us in on what could happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like what should happen.
Yeah.
It's like I want kids to be able to play again.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know what I've also never seen? Honestly, in the last, I want to say maybe 15 years, I have never seen a kid actively, I've seen them holding it, but I've never seen them actively playing with an action figure. I haven't
You'd
seen
love
a
my house.
kid like using an action figure in an action figure way.
My son, he uses the iPad at school. He doesn't have it at home. Like he just, we don't do it. if you do, you do. I don't care. I'm not like here to say what's better or what's worse. I know parents are very sensitive to that stuff, and I know everybody's just trying to do the best that they can. But my kids are very into action figures, and then my youngest sees the oldest, and when he goes to school, he knows he can finally go in his room and start playing with his shit. So he's been just like clacking with them and having such a good time. They're like sword fighting now, dude. It's so fucking sick to have 2 mobile kids because he was just a lump, like a puddle of a boy a couple months ago, and now he's like up wrestling, doing the whole thing, and they're like, we're trying to hang on to the outdoor. Don't bury your face in a screen.
Yeah.
I routinely am like, I don't like being on my phone. Like, I really don't like having to do all my work and having connection to it all the time. And I want, like, I'm just being transparent with them about how much, like, it takes over my life and it stinks.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to fight that. I'll let her like watch quite a lot of TV stuff when we need like a moment to do something.
TV is narrative. It's not like that to me is, I've read things that said it's not reading. It's not obviously as good as reading, but it's like it's still them following a story.
Yeah, we make sure that it has. Like, she can't watch any of like the only thing we watch that's not a story is Miss Rachel, but she's kind of outgrown Miss Rachel now.
Yeah. Tumbleleaf.
Okay.
You like Tumbleleaf. It's lo-fi.
We've been watching a lot of Paw
Amazon
Patrol.
Prime.
A lot of Paw Patrol.
Tumbleleaf.
You know what's a good one is Trash Truck.
How you doing? What's your favorite child show?
Honestly, I would say Tumbleweed. I'll agree with you. Tumbleweed is pretty good, but I've heard great things about Trash Truck.
Trash Truck's fun.
I've heard
It's lo-fi
pretty
too.
Good. What is lo-fi?
It means like not the colors aren't tuned to a vibrancy that
Oh,
only
muted.
exists
Yeah,
on
like
acid.
Like
Muted.
Coco Melon is like scientifically like supposed to do to children's brain what like cocaine does to adults. Like
Yeah.
it's-
So your kids have a bunch of new ideas for like businesses and stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna
that
open a
around?
restaurant.
Every time.
I figured.
Every time. And plus the mom has a dumper in Coco Melon. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting there with half a rod.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
like,
right.
all right, nap time.
I like that.
Nap
I mean,
time for you, tug time for dad. All right, sorry.
All right, let's play our voicemail.
Nap time for you, tug time for dad. I mean, that's a shirt.
that's pretty great.
That's a shirt.
I want that on a bumper sticker, dude.
Hey, beautiful boys. Love the pod. Beautiful boys and Nicole. I love the pod. It resonates with me a lot because I'm a first-time dad. I got a boy who's almost a year and a half old. So I wanted to give y'all one of my husband/dad wins, and then I wanted to ask you a question. So the big win I had was yesterday. We were hosting the Super Bowl. This is the first year we're doing it with the little guy. So obviously it's stressful leading up to it, trying to get the house clean and ready and everything. Mm-hmm. And so my wife, she's from the hood of Ecuador, so she can get pretty spicy, if you know what I'm saying. And I had to tell her, hey, I will do these things. I will do the dishes. I will feed the baby, but you don't have to yell at me. You can communicate the same thing to me, but by being respectful at the same time. So I went and picked up the food, and when I came back, she apologized.
I'm really enjoying Ryan just shaking his head at that, but that's the show.
Yeah.
His man telling his wife to stop being mean to him.
Yeah, that's kind of those are our victories.
So I was just berated for fucking. Those are the victories?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Alright.
this is the on-ramp to a victory, but I love the fact that his wife is UFC star Cheeto Vera. Just
So
a
sick.
fucking spicy Ecuadorian ready to throw hands.
I love it.
When I came back, she apologized to me, which does not happen very often, as you all know, as husbands and dads. So that was a major win.
Let's go.
Super Bowl party went great, by the way.
Go
Now, my
Hawks.
question for the both of you is something I want to work on with my wife is how do we keep that spark with the romance and the intimacy? Because as you know, when you have a little guy, he's co-sleeping with us too, so that makes it tough. So Andy and Mike, my question to both of you is how do you keep the romance alive? How do you keep that spark and the intimacy with your partner?
Divorce. No, we should ask Mike. He's still married.
Dang.
The co-sleeping thing is something I have no experience with, and I really I empathize with parents that choose to do that or sympathize. I don't know. I
Either
feel
way,
for them.
Yeah.
Just because I know it's like it's just an alternative thing, a way of sleeping, and I hear it's beneficial and good, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it does. I can't imagine it doesn't fuck up your sex life with your wife. Like half of the sex that I have is like, we have a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, let's do the or say, we're waking up in the middle of the night. Are we both up? We both feel good. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just like kick your kid to the foot of the bed and then go doggy. But I will say, use the spicy Ecuadorian and the street hustle culture to your benefit. You explore your home, find different areas, different crannies, different things, and maybe even like wear a balaclava and pretend you're robbing her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do some kind of role play
Learn
situation.
Spanish.
Learn Spanish. Start whispering threats in her ears. Make her feel like she's home.
No diga nada.
You ever want to see your children again? Where are the kids? Do you want to see them again?
They're sleeping in our bed.
I do think you have to. I didn't succeed at this, but I do think you have to prioritize it. I think that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like you got to have it on like front of mind, and if you're like gonna go crank it, maybe I'll wait until the kid goes down.
Well, and buddy, I have been having sex. It has been great.
Nice.
I've really been banging. Thanks,
great,
dude.
dude.
No, I feel pretty good about it. I'm really my marriage is sorry, but it's in a great
okay.
place.
That's good.
Wait, when did you get divorced?
Well, I'm not officially divorced, but I separated from my wife Thanksgiving.
Oh, all right. So this is still a little fresh for you.
Yeah, but it's still like, it's like I'm still kind of living half in reality. So I'm kind of doing the it's spring break.
Do you
Is
think
your wrist broken right now?
No,
How is it doing
I
that?
don't know.
wild? No, you can definitely tell he's divorced. His wrist is. Wait, how long were you married for?
5 years.
Dang.
Yeah. And we got a 2-year-old.
Did it end amicably, or you guys?
I mean, somewhat.
As amicable as
it
a divorce can get.
Yeah.
It's very rarely people are like, all right. Like, you go your way.
I think some
I'll go
people
my way.
do that. And I mean, we're definitely like on decent terms. But like when it first went down, I was like, pretty pissed off about it. And I'll say this, because we have a kid.
Yeah.
I can't do what I
Sure.
don't really want to have a relationship with this person at the moment.
Sure.
And it's kind of like, imagine two rival gang leaders are in prison together and then they escape, but they have a handcuff on.
It's like the movie Fled with
You know,
Lawrence Fishburne.
They're wearing the handcuffs and they're like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great metaphor.
I wrote that this morning as
Did
a
you?
joke.
That's really good.
Where you're like, I would love to not, and you love the handcuff. You
Yeah.
really love the handcuff,
Sure.
and the handcuff is
Yeah.
beautiful and a
And you want to see
miracle.
it get bigger and more
Yeah.
productive. I get you.
Yeah, and you want to never show this handcuff anything but love, and also you want to show your enemy love so that the handcuff doesn't learn.
Well, you
any-
also want to show your enemy that you love the handcuff better than
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's
So
true. You have
the
to take better
handcuff
care
will
of the
want to
handcuff.
be-
and you're like your
Your side of
enemy's
the
like
handcuff.
really anxious, and your enemy's always like really like reminding you of a lot of stuff that is not kind of your problem anymore.
Yeah.
At least that handcuff has 2 Christmases now.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty sick.
This is gonna come up in custody battles. They're gonna play this clip. He called our daughter a handcuff.
Oh, I was just going to ask what gender's the handcuff.
No,
But
it's a little girl.
it's a girl handcuff.
Girl handcuff, as they all are.
That's sick.
All handcuffs are girls.
Yeah, boys are more like just like
A weight.
they're away, like an old ball and chain.
Yeah, the ball and chain.
Or those big triangular ones you can't get away from.
Yeah.
They don't even roll. Yeah.
But she's like, I think she's as close to having a little boy for a little girl because she's like a brick shit house. And
Gotcha.
just like
How old?
she's 2.5.
Dang.
And she's like, she's just violent and, you know.
She's a baby. Yeah, like she's
lots of hitting me and telling me to go away.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun to watch her like just grow up.
Well, the nice thing is that so like you're talking about these like kids these days. It's like we live in Manhattan, and so I am constantly just like watching a child who's learned to walk, you know, in the last year, navigate like cement and traffic and scaffolding and dog shit. And I can't wait till I move up to your neck of the woods so that I can have her in an environment where she can like fall down and it's not like onto a pile of hypodermic needles. You know?
Or just a fresh puddle of human pee.
Yeah. Because that's what, you know, I'd like to give her the alternative, like kind of childhood, which is like, I'm like an outdoor guy.
Sure.
Like I love a hike.
I can see
I love
that.
camping. I love long distance running.
You love long distance running.
Yeah.
Although you're falling out of love with it.
I'm getting up into the high miles now and it's hurting.
High mile. How long's a high mile?
I just did like a 16-mile run the other day.
Oh.
And at the end of it, I was like, I can't
What's
imagine.
the longest you ever ran?
18. I'm training for a marathon.
Now, when you say run, is this like straight up full jogging the whole time, or
Jogging, yeah. But I mean,
got
it doesn't look very good after mile 10.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
After mile 10, it kind of looks like a guy just trying to make it.
Yeah.
To
You're
land.
running for your life.
Yeah.
I made
my
that mistake.
God.
When I got my 2 DUIs, I walked to work once, and I worked in King of Prussia.
Oh, nice.
And I lived in Royersford.
Oh, shit.
So I walked 25 miles to work once. And I remember at one point in time, I was walking because I knew when I had to leave.
Yeah.
Because I knew when I was going to get there on time. I was like,
Is that a 4-hour walk?
I left at 9 o'clock in the morning. I had to be at work at 2.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I gotta space this out, and I knew which way I was going because we always took back roads when I drove. I was like, I'll just take the back roads.
Yeah.
Can't walk on the fucking highway. So I took the back roads, and I'm walking like I want to say after mile 10 or a little bit. Like I actually had no idea how long, but it got to a point where like as I was walking, my feet were hurting so bad that like I had to like me doing this made them feel all right.
Yeah.
So then I started jogging. So then I'm like, oh, this is fine. So then I jogged.
You're still drunk.
It was the drunk. It was like actions of a drunk, but it got to a point where I got into Valley Forge. And I remember I was like getting to a point where my hips hurt so bad that like, I know if I sit down, I won't make it on time. But all I need to do is sit for like 5 minutes.
So what's your job?
Oh, I was a grocery store clerk at that time. I was just a produce clerk.
That's wild, dude.
And yeah.
And how long was the shift after you got there?
So the shift was 5 hours. 5-hour shift.
Jesus Christ.
But here's the thing about me. You could have been like, yo, the podcast that I'm having you on is in Florida. And I'd be like, all right, I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there. I will get there. Whether it's me walking or not.
Train hopping.
I'm fucking going. Like I'm not gonna like my girlfriend's like, well, we gotta drive here. I'm like, you know what? I hate driving. It's not that I hate it. I'm like, I know my legs are gonna get me wherever I fucking need to be. That's
I
the
think you're
thing.
perfect for this ultra thing. I think you got to get into ultra running.
Ultra is that what they call it? Ultra?
Yeah, ultra.
Yeah.
Do you get to hold now if you got a gun? That's ultra running.
Some of you probably get a
It
gun.
is ultra running.
That's like I
actually.
gotta hold a gun.
If you could shoot your fellow racers, that would actually be an ultra.
Well, I haven't done an ultra yet, but I'll ask Dan Lamort if. By the way, we're gonna go to the Patreon now. If you guys
Patreon.com/beautifulboyspodcast. Ryan, what would you like to promote?
if you can check me out on the End podcast with Ryan Shaner. Make sure you call the hotline 833-443-5300. We'll address any comment, question, concern. Check me out on World War Fun with Sidney Gant. We drop a new episode every Sunday. Check out my book, Solomon, I wrote. Over 300 copies sold.
Nice.
Please pick it up. Please get on that. I'm trying to fund the next book I'm writing. It's called 73 Seconds to Bogota.
Are these fiction?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to read this. What the hell am I
Yeah.
doing?
So-
Dude, he's like a legit artist too, like a painter.
Oh,
he's,
cool.
He's got a lot of different weird talents.
I'm
It's-
poor.
yeah.
I'm
But it's
Right
just-
there with
it's
you,
also
buddy.
poor.
It's so funny though because your exterior is very like. I was afraid of you the first time I met
Why
you
does everyone say that?
because, dude, you look like.
Are you afraid of me? Thank you.
The way,
God.
are you afraid of me? You bitch! It screams. But because you give off everything that I'm not, which is like actual man, somebody who can use their hands to build something, somebody who looks like you'd
You
be
do
like,
look like you work on a bike.
yes.
Dude, I hate bikes.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, just your general.
I mean a motorcycle, just so
Again,
you know.
I wish I could. Here's the thing: I've never had a motorcycle because I know if I would,
Yeah.
that's one way ticket to being paralyzed from the
Oh,
neck
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I know myself enough to know that I'm like, yo, this bike is sick. I need a ramp.
Nurses just
Like,
call.
I need a ramp.
Yo, you want to see some cool shit? That's
I'm gonna jump the river.
straight up. I mean, like, dude, you like Evil Knievel is like in my head constantly. So it's like if you give
It's like
me,
Rome.
I can't get away from it.
We'll do a Patreon. Patreon.com/beautifulboyspodcast. Follow everything Ryan does. Social media, what is it? And that has
It's at Shaner Cobbedy on Instagram, ShanerCobbedy. Please get on the Instagram, and that's where you'll get the link to the book, the paintings, the drawings, everything else I do stand-up wise. And if you're in Connecticut on the 27th, me and Sydney will be up with Aya Shamay doing Filthy Comedy right outside of Hartford. And then on the 29th, I'll be at Helium with Lou Miziano doing a industry-only show for bar workers in the 29th.
Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
please check that out.